Hello and welcome to Grand Signature Blog. I am Shanique Hughes and I'm with my very good friend and mentor, Robert Kenneth. Hello.
Good afternoon.
How are you today?
I'm doing well, thank you.
Thanks for being here with us. And today we're going to share with you guys what it means to buy and hold real estate. And why would you do that?
The difference between being rich or wealthy. Long-term hold and keep is a long plan. You find the property, typically you fix the property, and then you rent it out and you maintain it in your portfolio for years. So it's a process of duplication. The more properties you have, as we indicated in one other segment, it becomes another income resource center. You build it from 1 to 3 to 7 to 10 and beyond, and because of appreciation over time, the property values go up. You've made improvements, the property values go up, and you're building what is called equity, and therefore you can attain and achieve a level of wealth versus being rich.
And that wealth can be achieved not by you precisely, but it can be your tenants are going to be paying the mortgage, which is called leverage. Other people's time, other people's money.
That's the benefit of real estate. If you have a mortgage on a property, which most people do, and you have other people paying your mortgage down, every month a certain amount goes to the reduction of principal, which is the amount of money that was borrowed, and a certain portion goes to interest. But year after year, the majority of the money starts flipping, and it goes from interest to principal, and other people are paying your properties down.
What can we do about vacancy? Because that is a huge risk.
A lot of people, when they talk with me, they tell me how well they manage their properties. But actually, properties don't need to be managed. People need to be managed. When you tell people the truth and you set the stage and you set the standard and you put it in writing and you let them know this is exactly how you operate, these are the favorable things, these are things that if you don't follow the rules or the regulations, then these are the detriments, the negatives. I'm a very good manager of people. People know that they can like me, they can trust me, and they know I'm a man of my word. And so when you're developing your portfolio and you're buying, holding, and keeping it, then the idea is try to do a background check on your people and keep them long term, because they're going to pay you big dividends.
Is it ideal to pay for these properties cash or to have a mortgage on them?
Certainly if you have all cash, unless you're really wealthy, that's the goal, but I like leverage. So I like the mortgage. As long as I have a mortgage, I can write some of it off on my taxes, and I'm not putting all my eggs in one basket. So I mean, out in California, your prices are like mind-boggling. $600,000, $700,000 for an everyday property. On the East Coast, $700,000, and you're buying a near mini mansion. But it's still a lot of money to tie up in one property. I would rather, because the rule of thumb relative to mortgages is banks look at you and want about 20% down. So just do the math. If it's a $500,000 property, instead of tying up $500,000 all in one property, you take 20% of $500,000. That's $100,000, and you can go out and get 4 more properties. That's the art of duplication.
And can we say to the audience that if your property is vacant, you can try to put it on short-term rentals to minimize that risk of vacancy? Because back in the day, maybe even 10 years ago, that didn't exist.
Vacancy is part of business. Typically, if you're really a good manager of people, you'll run a 3 to a 5% vacancy factor. And you build that into your prices. If you're not a good people person, then hire a management company that does this daily and does it professionally, because people are the most important asset in your business. Relative to short-term rental or traditional rental, you're right.
VRBO, HomeAway, all of these new companies that are coming out that I think is genius.
Oh, absolutely genius. The traditional standard approach was we give people an annual rental. Is going to be $1,000 a month or $1,200 a month. Well, you're guaranteed to get that money on a monthly basis. But when you switch over to short-term rentals, and now you're charging daily, there's some tremendous advantages.
Along with a lot more work, and that's going to be another episode. So to recap, we can say that buying real estate to hold for a long-term plan, it's one of the ways and areas because of appreciation, depreciation, and other areas that you can tell us of why we should buy and hold the properties. Thank you so much for watching. Please go to the next segment, subscribe to the channel. I am Shanique, and this is my very good friend and mentor, Robert Kenneth. And if we want to get a hold of you, how can we do that?
Reach me via email, hotforeclosure, spelled HOTFORCLSR@AOL.com, or call me, 954-494-2054.
Wonderful. I will call you.
Thank you.
Subscribe, share the channel, and join the investment community. This segment was brought to you by Crypto Squad.